watching City County Sports, the Coach's Corner with Dan Crume, brought to you by Bobby Wilson Furniture, Penn Station East Coast Subs, Legends, 54 Pizza Express, Trophy House, and Via Media.
Hey everybody, this is Barry Williams on Coach's Corner on Hometown TV. And I'm here once again with Dan Crume, head coach of the Apollo Eagles. Friday night, big victory against the Ohio County Eagles. Talk about it.
Well, it was, it was a good win. It's like we talked about last week, and going into that game. It's a game where both teams were needing a win and looking to get a win, and we were fortunate. And, we didn't play real well at times, but we kept battling, and that was a good thing to see as our kids kept battling, they kept plugging and kept, churning, and finally we started turning the corner there a little bit and tied it up late and won it in overtime.
Well, you won it in the air, which I would have thought had been a ground attack would have taken it for you, but.
Well, we did end up throwing for more yards than we rushed for Friday night, which was a positive thing, because of we are such a heavy run team. So it was good to see that we threw the ball well and made some plays in the passing game. Our first pass play was a touchdown, and that was our first offensive play. So it was good that we kind of got some things going in the passing game, and it's like we talked about all year. We get our passing game going and getting some things going in it opens up our run game. And early on we did that, and it did. It helped our run game as it progressed later on.
Who was your Penn Station sub player of the game?
Penn Station sub player of the game was Brent Willis. Brent didn't start for us, but he came in off the bench, played really well defensively, and in the second half, about halfway through the third quarter, he went in at fullback and ended up with 55 rushing yards on 11 carries, and we felt that he was deserving of the Penn Station Player of the Week because of the fact that he came in off the bench and performed extremely well. We had a lot of guys that stepped up and played well. We had a lot of young guys that stepped in and played well too. But Brent came off the bench. He did a good job for us. And like I said, he ran the ball really well. He played solid defense as well as all the special teams he's on us too. So, we felt he was deserving of it.
Was there anybody else that stood out in your mind?
Yeah, offensively, our quarterback, Brandon Alexander, played well. He did a lot of good things, especially in the passing game. Utilized several different receivers, made good decisions. That was the big thing. He took care of the football, and that was a positive. Rachel Lewis, he had 3 touchdowns for us in the passing game. Played well. Did a lot of good things. Special teams, he did some things at kicking wise that helped us too. On the offensive side of the ball, felt like our offensive line, we moved some people around this past week on the offensive line, and we felt like they played pretty well for the adjustments and the moves that we made with them. So, on the offensive side of the ball, we had a lot of people contribute. The backfield, Keontre Green ran the ball well, Brent Willis ran the ball well, and so that was big for us. On the defense side of the ball, we had Jason Ladd played well for us up front. He and Hunter Wilson had in overtime they had to go for 2, and we had to make the stop, and those 2 came off like rockets and played. So Jason played well for us. Cole Crume played well for us. He did a nice job. He was our leading tackler for the evening. And Michael Rascal played well. He was our 3rd leading tackler. But, it wasn't just about the tackles. It was about seeing them step up, be leaders, and getting their teammates into position. So they did a lot of good things just from the leadership standpoint as well.
They're hauling Bobby Wilson in for questioning. The law wants to talk to Bobby about offering gorgeous new furniture to the public at criminally low prices. While Bobby's at the local precinct, no one's there to stop the staff at Bobby Wilson's Home Furnishings from offering huge discounts.
If offering low prices on new furniture and accessories is wrong, then I don't want to be right, I tell you.
Dying to get your furniture fast? It's free express delivery from our store to your door. Bobby Wilson's on 9th Street between J.R. Miller and Triplet at Owensboro.
Year after year, our Philadelphia cheesesteak is voted best tasting sub all around America. Join us in celebrating this founding father of flavor, this titan of taste, the often imitated but never duplicated Penn Station Philadelphia cheesesteak. Visit Penn Station today.
For over 50 years, the Trophy House has been helping celebrate the times of your life with our unique selection of trophies, awards, and plaques. No matter what the occasion, the Trophy House has an award or trophy to remember that special event in your life. The Trophy House will personalize your gift with our state-of-the-art engraving process that allows us to make each award unique. And when you want that specialized giveaway product, All American Advertising Specialties can personalize everything from shirts to pins to calendars. The Trophy House, 511 Frederica.
At 54 Pizza Express, our pizzas and sandwiches and pastas are all made fresh daily just for you. Fresh vegetables, delectable meats, rich tangy tomato sauce, and tons of rich mozzarella cheese. Wholesome ingredients, all carefully selected for their quality and taste. Just think about the delicious flavors bursting in your mouth from a fresh hot pizza made by 54 Pizza Express. Call, come in, or order online.
54 Pizza Express. Hi, I'm Suzanne Holt with Legends, and this will be our Dash Minute. Today, what I want to talk to you all about is our Dash Fit Guarantee. Something we do with our shoes is a little different. We have a program where you can be given a 30-day guarantee on any shoe that you purchase with us. What we do when a customer comes into the store is we do a foot analysis on our foot balance machine. This looks at several different things. The first thing we look at is your arch type, how high or low your arches are. We like to take a few pictures also that looks at how your foot moves when you're moving. So whether that be that you pronate, supinate, whatever's going on. We also like to learn a lot about our customers, what you're doing to stay active, what problems you've had in the past, what shoes you have and haven't liked. We take all this into consideration when we're fitting you for shoes. From there, we give you a selection of shoes, check that you're in the correct size, and find a shoe that you're happiest in. That shoe you get a 30-day guarantee on. If you don't like it, you can bring it back to us. This has been your Dash Minute.
Hey folks, we're back on Coach's Corner on Hometown TV. I'm Barry Williams, and I'm here with Dan Crume, head coach of the Apollo Eagles. Well, Dan, you got a big task ahead of you Friday night with the Madisonville North Hopkins. Why don't you talk about that game and what you expect?
Well, you know, Madisonville's an athletic team. You know, they're aggressive. They get after the football on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively they do a lot of things to try to get their guys in space and make plays. And, you know, they're pretty good size up front, you know, so it's a big challenge for us to wrap up the regular season. And but, you know, the big thing is you know, we're going to have to go out and execute, and nothing changes. You know, we got to focus on what we can do. To do what we need to do to be successful, and that's kind of where we're at. You know, they're a big athletic team. You know, we just got to be ready to play football for 48 minutes, and you know, if we do that, then good things can happen. You know, they've got some nice skilled kids that make some big plays and, you know, get open and get in space. They can be difficult to stop, and like I said, they're pretty big up front on both sides of the ball. So, you know, it's going to be important little things like pad level blocking up front, getting off the ball, playing behind our pads defensively, pursuit. Those types of things are going to be big in this game, and execution and special teams.
Well, Coach, this is the final game in the regular season. You guys have been at it quite a while. How do you think your team is shaped up this year?
Well, you know, when you look at where we're at, you know, you can say, well, we're kind of in a similar boat that we were in last year at this point, and really and truthfully, we're really not. We go back and we look at things from last year at this point, or even last year at the end of the season. We're further ahead offensively than we were last year. You know, defensively we've struggled at times, but I feel that special teams were further ahead. And there's a lot of positives that have been built up. You know, when you talk about you know, a course of a football season, you know, you know, that's what makes Friday night special, especially in our district, is because, you know, there's not many teams that have to play their way in the district anymore in the playoffs. And, you know, our kids did that Friday night. They played their way in to put themselves in a position to get a 11th game of the season. And so, you know, that's pretty special, and that they came out and played with the passion that they need to play with. But, you know, it's long season. You know, you start in January lifting and running and starting to prepare for that next year, and you know, you start trying to put pieces of the puzzle together, and then summer hits and you go through, whether it's hot weather, and then you play in cold weather, and you go through all the elements with rain and all that. You know, it just is. There's a lot of emotions in the course of a season. You know, we've had a lot of emotions this year, and But I'm really proud of these kids that where we're kind of, even though we're at where we're at, when you say we're in a similar spot, but I really don't believe we are. Our kids have come in every day and worked this year. They've come in and gotten to get better every day, and that's huge. And you can do a lot of things in a program when you have kids that are going to come in and work and get better, and they want to get better, and you see they want to get better. And we've had that this year, so that's a huge plus, and that's a huge positive on the horizon. Plus, we feel good about our young kids that are coming up, and our big thing is them understanding that it's a building process, and we're in the process of building, and and understand and see where those positives are.
Well, folks, last game of the season. It's a away game versus Madisonville and North Hopkins, so get down there and support your Eagles. This has been Barry Williams and Coach Dan Crume on Hometown TV's Coach's Corner. Thanks for watching.
You've been watching City County Sports, the Coach's Corner with Dan Crume. Brought to you by Bobby Wilson Furniture, Penn Station East Coast Subs, Legends, 54 Pizza Express, Trophy House, and Via Media. If you would like to be a sponsor of the Coach's Corner and show your school colors, call Rod at 270-683-1094.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Holt with Legends, and this will be our Dash Minute. Today, what I want to talk to you all about is our Dash Fit Guarantee. Something we do with our shoes is a little different. We have a program where you can be given a 30-day guarantee on any shoe that you purchase with us. What we do when a customer comes into the store is we do a foot analysis on our foot balance machine. This looks at several different things. The first thing we look at is your arch type, how high or low your arches are. We like to take a few pictures also that looks at how your foot moves when you're moving. So whether that be that you pronate, supinate, whatever's going on. We also like to learn a lot about our customers, what you're doing to stay active, what problems you've had in the past, what shoes you have and haven't liked. We take all this into consideration when we're fitting you for shoes. From there, we give you a selection of shoes, check that you're in the correct size, and find a shoe that you're happiest in. That shoe you get a 30-day guarantee on. If you don't like it, you can bring it back to us. This has been your Dash Minute.
Year after year, our Philadelphia cheesesteak is voted best tasting sub all around America. Join us in celebrating this founding father of flavor, this titan of taste, the often imitated but never duplicated Penn Station Philadelphia cheesesteak. Visit Penn Station today.